advanced entries into my outside. So if my opponent's standing, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be looking at my De La Riva, okay, or reverse De La Riva. All right, so I got my inside hook and I got this. Now what I don't want to do is just keep this one up there. He can lock it up, he can push it off, okay? So I have my inside hook. I'm gripping with a monkey grip underneath. This one comes up. Now, as I want him to move, I am going to push and extend him with that. If I get that sweep, awesome, I win, right? If I'm here and I push to off balance and then I pull him back in, I'm going to dive this arm, elbow deep here, shoot this leg through. Now I'm going to invert up onto my shoulder. I like to wrap or lock my hands here, and then I come through here. So now I have my forearm on that shin, drive it down, shoot this around. I have my outside leg positioning, so my 411. We'll go over a few more details. So I'm here, and I have my reverse De La Riva, right? I like to insert this first hook, and then I don't just leave this one here. He can actually leg lock it from up top, and we'll look at this later on, but I'm here, and then I bring this up, I extend, I pull back in, I dive this one through, and I want to go as deep as I can. From there, I dive this foot that was pushing into the middle. So push, pull, dive, up. From here, I come around, forearm on shin, shoot this around, lock it up. I have my inside heel hook here position, all this fun stuff. So a little bit more advanced, definitely worth it to try. Okay, we're looking at the outside leg lock position entries. This one's the jabroni sweep. So we're gonna go shin on shin, but other than like when we went into our single leg X where we went outside shin on outside, we're looking at inside now. So from here, what I wanna do is I'm off balance them by coming down, and I'm gonna hook nice and deep. When I hook nice and deep, I'm in, hook. Now I like to shoot this leg through nice and early. So I'm hooked, grab, shoot, and I'm inverting. From there, I'm on my back, I hook behind and roll through. I'm already in my 411. I don't have to mess with untangling my leg. I can jump in on this inside heel hook. So we'll look at it again, different angle. So I'm here. I have my inside leg, shin on shin. Now I'm gonna dive around, dive through, hook, up. And I'm pulling this one into my belly, lock in, through. Now I can blow out his knee. One more time. We'll go this way. Give him all the angles. So not outside, inside. Dive through. Dive this one in. Push off with this one here. Now I have my nice control. Wrap up. Blow out his knee. Advanced entries, Imanari roll. So we're looking at it. What I want to do with my Imanari roll is I'm going to set my footwork up. If his lead leg is forward, I'm going to bring my rear leg through, and I'm going to sweep it. Now I want to sweep it and fall to my hip. I don't want to just like pummel down. I want a nice gentle fall. So I'm here, I'm going to sweep it through, extend. Now from here, I want palm up, and I want this little crook in the right by the thumb to attach. Now I don't let go. I can grab. I find just that is good enough. Now from here, I'm going to roll across my back, head in front of that leg, up. Now I've locked into the Imanari. Keep that momentum going. Get into our 411. So, show it at speed, then we'll break it down here. So I'm here, we're looking. You can be pushing, you're looking at your distance. Sweep, up, through, grab. Okay, so one more time, we're looking at it. Sweep that leg in front. Sweep it down, low, grab, rotate, insert. I want to be above the knee, below the knee. This one is pushing this way. This one is pulling in. I still have this hook on the tendon on the inside of the knee. Pull them down. Keep this control. Now I have my outside leg control for 411. I can switch between all my leg lock positions from here. That's your basic Imanari roll. Still looking at advanced entries into 411 or the outside leg lock position. So now we're going to look at X guard, but we're going to reverse it. So we have reverse X. So I have normal X where my rear knee, the foot is up by the hip, front knee, foot is down by that knee. So now if I get his weight onto his hands, say I bring this knee in behind and I bump him down that way, and his weight goes down to his hands, now I'm gonna reverse. I'm gonna switch my feet. I can bring them up, grab, extend, and come down. Now I'm in my 411 again. So how this looks. I'm here. I can do it from, I'll show you how to switch the legs. So how I like to do it is I like to keep this one because this is the number one hook that I need. This is just a cherry on top. So I'm here. As soon as I get those hands to the mat, I switch down, bring this one up behind the butt. So I'm going from just moving this one under, then I rotate. So I get his hands down. I have a nice tight grip. This back knee is gonna bump his thigh down here. I switch. So now I'm just gonna drop my top one. Bottom one comes up to the hip. Now I wanna bring my knees in and my feet in this way and up a little bit. So I bring them up here. And if I can get inverted a little bit, perfect. Now I'm gonna grab in on that knee, pull it through, and in my 411. We'll show it at speed. So I'm here, I'll bring this leg this way, bam. I'm in, now I bump him down, switch, extend, through. Now I have my 411, inside heel hook position. Let's go on to the next one. All right, now for 411, we're gonna go over the most controversial way to get into it. So this is off of if my partner gets a single leg on me. I'm gonna stick this one in here. Now, if he's strong and he has it in, very hard to get my leg back. So I'm just going to go into 411. So I'm just going to move him around this way a little bit so he doesn't fall against the wall. So how to practice it safely. I'm going to plant this hand down, okay? That puts most of my weight on it and a little bit of weight. So he's going to keep this leg up nice and high. And then I'm going to bring my outside untrapped leg in behind and trap in. Now I can enter my 411 heel hook position safely, okay? Don't just jump in at his leg. You want to do it safely. You want to learn how to get into this position. So he grabs, I put weight on his neck. He has it nice and strong. I plant, bring my leg behind. I want my knee to end up pushing this one that way. I'm not pushing it in and hyperextending. I'm bringing it out this way. So plant, in, through, in. Now I have my 411 position. I'm gonna grab that tendon just for a little bit of security. Grab, I can go for my heel hook from there. Learn it.